for me tonight. I can't say goodbye, 'cause they call upon me. They call upon me. It feels like a dream. Say, they call upon me. For me tonight, I can't say goodbye, 'cause they call upon me. They call upon me. It feels like a dream. Say, they call upon me.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the internet, and parts unknown, it is time for episode 2 of season 1 here of Backdoor Cover. I had to make sure I said the right thing. Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. We're here. We're back.
Another week.
Week 2 of Backdoor Cover here. Not much of an intro this week, just because we, you know what the show is now.
Right.
Last week, real quick, both of our locks were not good.
No, they really weren't. I had the 3-leg parlay of fucking, what was it? Michigan first half minus 13.5.
Oops.
That did not happen. That was bad. The Ottawa Red Blacks in the CFL plus 15 against somebody.
They lost by more than 15.
They did, yes.
Oops.
And Patriots minus 7. That was never in doubt.
It was always the Patriots in that game.
That was never close.
So, welcome to our Halloween edition of Backdoor Cover. Before we get into the show, let's talk about some bad beats that we saw.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through some right now.
My bad beat, and you'll notice I did not talk about my lock.
No. No, you did not.
Because I only have one for this week.
Okay.
And it's my lock from last week.
It did not go according to plan.
My lock last week was the involving the Manchester United Liverpool game, which I talked about in rant fashion on the podcast on Wednesday. You can go find that on audio sources currently. So I'm not going to talk about that game. However, my lock did not involve the result. My lock was Mohamed Salah to score a goal at any point in that 90-minute game, and Cristiano Ronaldo to score a goal at any point in that 90-minute game. Well, Mohamed Salah scored 3, and
Yes, he did.
12 game minutes, I believe it was.
Yeah. Once he scored, he was off to the races.
He scored one in the 41st, one in the 44th, and then one in the 53rd or something like that, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, very, very shortly after the second half got underway.
My other part of that lock was Cristiano Ronaldo to score a goal at any point in that time.
And he sort of did.
He scored a goal that then got disallowed by VAR.
Yeah, those are the ones that, like, if you get a goal called back on offsides, like, when it happens, it hurts, but it doesn't hurt as bad as getting a goal called back by VAR. That hurts.
Yeah.
And especially, not only for your bet, just for Manchester United, who really needed something positive to happen in that
I mean,
game,
they were only down 3-0 at that point, and then after that goal got disallowed, it just went to hell.
Wheels fell off.
Yeah. So that's my bad beat. Is for a solid couple minutes looked like I had some money, and I took a 1-0 lead in the locks for this season. Nope. VAR came in. As the refs do it. Oh, you missed the bottom part. Let me do it again. That was more of a triangle because my mic got in the way, but yeah. Yeah, you get the picture. Thank you, VAR, for hurting my soul.
That did not go very well for you, did it?
No. Take us away, Jordan.
So I got a couple here. Finally have Twitter handles this time. Last time I did not. Dumondre Dwift.
Well,
I don't know.
That's a name.
Yeah. Also going by Serby Kmart.
Okay.
With a picture of Kirby Smart. He had alternate spread Green Bay Packers plus 14.5 on Thursday. Zach Ertz 25 yards, Aaron Jones 50 rushing yards, James Conner anytime touchdown score, Aaron Jones touchdown anytime touchdown score. All of those things happened, and then he also had Rondale Moore to get 25 yards. And Rondale Moore got 24. That was a 6-leg same game parlay at plus 1,112. And did not happen. Condolences to that man. Then we have Muscle Michael on Twitter.
Yeah.
Who had, and I believe this was a points bet boost, an odds boost. Nikola Jokic to get 25 points and the Denver Nuggets to win. Jokic scored 24 before being injured. And he scored 24 very quickly.
Oh.
And he definitely would have gotten another point. But since he just goes, y'all knew this man would get 24 points and get hurt. I don't know how you knew, but you knew. Fair enough.
Ouch.
Again, condolences to you two. I did not have any bad beats this weekend, thankfully.
Also, real quick before, let's just, because this happened to me now twice in a couple of weeks. Anything involving Pat McAfee's Thursday night same game parlays?
Oh, they're cursed.
even though they're risk-free.
The super boosts are Pat's super boosts are very good. They hit on a pretty good clip. Those same game parlays do not whatsoever.
Like, last night could have had a good chance. Zach Ertz was stopped on the 1-inch line from a touchdown, and then Aaron Rodgers wasn't even really sniffing 225, which is shocking.
Well, it's not so shocking when you know he was missing literally his top 3 targets.
Even then, like
Yeah, I mean, Rodgers has always been a guy who kind of gets the best out of, who he's got.
because he still had Randall Cobb.
But-
He still had his best friend in the whole NFL.
Yeah, he did still have Randall Cobb. Maybe
Yeah.
I think they should have gotten like Jordy Nelson to come out of retirement for one game or something.
Right.
I don't know. There's a name I as a Lions fan I want to forget forever.
Alrighty, so there's bad beats for the week. Let's move
Where
on.
are we going? Where we start?
I would say I haven't even opened FanDuel yet, so you.
We're getting NASCAR out of the way. I don't have much on it.
I have nothing on it, but go ahead.
I figured you wouldn't. So let's see. This is the Xfinity 500 this weekend at Martinsville. Some decent options here. Martin Truex Jr., who's been good at Martinsville and short tracks in general last couple years after never winning at them at all up until a couple years ago. He's the current favorite to win this weekend at plus 420. Kyle Larson, again, never a bad bet this year, plus 550. Chase Elliott at plus 650, but I'm kind of liking Denny Hamlin plus 650 for this one. Denny is fairly good on points. They can be a little bit risky. Literally, as long as he doesn't crash out, Denny Hamlin's pretty solid. So we might see that number 11 team kind of pull some tricks out of the bag and maybe lock themselves in with the win and not rely on the points. But that's a good one. Ryan Blaney plus 800, I don't like. And Kyle Busch plus 900, you never know. Kyle Busch winning to automatically advance to the next round of the playoffs would be very Kyle Busch-esque as well.
So
But that's all I think.
I'm looking at FanDuel. They have a NASCAR odds boost. The only way I would ever touch this is probably on this. Is right here? Kyle Larson to finish in the top 3. It's plus 200 now, so that's the only way I would touch that ever.
Yeah, that's not bad. Some of the other top 3 finishes, Chase Elliott plus 165 is good, but if you can get that, you get plus 200 for Kyle Larson, whose normal odds are plus 145 to finish in the top 3. Yeah, I'll take.
That's the only way I would touch that.
Take the odds boost with Kyle Larson. Top 10 finish. Anything good going on here? Not really. Anybody good? I mean, Kevin Harvick minus 130. That's not bad. Don't anything to do with Eric Jones plus 470. Ryan Newman. Tyler Reddick minus 105. I really like. Reddick has been killing it lately. So to finish top 10 minus 105 for Tyler Reddick, I would not be surprised. And he's been wheeling his car around incredibly lately. I mean, that's what he's got to do to be.
I've already got a FanDuel notification.
Oh no, why?
I've wagered $0 in the last 30 minutes.
Oh, I have not gotten one yet since I did just open it. But
I did have it open on my computer.
That's what I got for NASCAR. Denny Hamlin plus 650 and Tyler Reddick minus 105 to finish top 10. Like those.
Okay.
All right. Where to?
Well, since it's live right now, I guess we'll talk baseball.
Yeah, we might as well do that. I haven't even seen. Oh, it's no score. That's why I haven't seen.
0-0. Well, FanDuel just hid the odds on me.
same.
Huh.
All locked out. Didn't this happen last week? Was that MLB or something else?
I think it's just FanDuel. I'm guessing they're in mid innings right now.
Maybe. So
No,
I
they're
don't know.
not.
We'll come back to that maybe.
Yeah, we'll come back
Maybe.
to that, I guess.
Maybe somebody just scored. I don't know.
Okay, take us wherever you want to take us.
Take us wherever you want to take us. Let's get all these shitty ones out of the way first. NBA.
Yes.
Atlanta did just score.
Oh.
1-0 Atlanta.
Oh, hey, that's back up now. Let's do that since it's live.
Yeah.
Even
okay.
though by the time they hear this on audio, it will not be live.
No.
We'll do this live one just for the people watching here on Twitch. The Atlanta Braves are up 1-0. The spread is now -2.5 Atlanta, +2.5 Houston. Money line is -410 Atlanta. Houston's +300. The over/under is set at 7. The
under wouldn't be a bad one.
The under would not be bad, but I would not. I don't know if I'd really touch it. Like, I don't know if I would touch anything in these games, because so far, both games have been blowouts where they've scored.
Right.
Like, I don't know if I would want to touch the spread. Money
Currently,
line, it not really worth it in my opinion.
What do we got for money line? -430 for the Braves with a 1-0 lead. That I don't want any part of.
Nope.
Astros +310 might not be a bad one, but
I don't know if I want to touch that though. The over under
odds to win the World Series, by the way, with these just came back up as well since Atlanta has gone ahead here in Game 3. Atlanta -125, Astros +100.
And the over under odds just changed. The over is now a -122. The under is now a -104. I would not touch that.
I don't know how many outs there are, but
1 out. Runners on
Riley,
second and third.
I would say Riley doubled, and Freeman to thirds. So yeah, we will see.
Like I said, I really
Tulsa scored a touchdown.
Like, I would not touch this. I wouldn't really touch anything in this Braves Astros series because there's just no clue what's going on with them.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me on this Tulsa touchdown. Fucking kickoff return to start the second half.
Oh, that's rough.
Killing me. 96 yards.
Ouch. That's rough to start.
Yeah, with this game 1-0 right now, back to the World Series. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't want to have any part in any of these games this World Series set. I
wanted to take the Braves to win it at the start, but now there's no point.
Right.
So, all right.
Moving on.
Yeah. NBA. Pound this out of here. Don't want to do any of the live games. We got Clippers, Blazers tonight. Blazers are trash. And yet somehow -3.5 against the Clippers.
Probably Damian Lillard.
Maybe.
I would say probably
they are not good.
I would say just Damian Lillard.
Damian Lillard is very good, but not so much the rest of that team.
The only thing I would touch in this game, which I'm not going to, Damian Lillard to be the top point scorer. That's a plus 150. Like, that's the only way I would touch that. Maybe to record. Let's see. Damian Lillard's a plus 200.
Damian Lillard double in Portland to win, plus 430.
I honestly don't know if I would want to.
No. Nothing else good there.
Like, I would just take top point scorer. That's it.
Right. Cavs plus 7.5 against the Lakers. Lakers are sluggish to start the year, but
Cavs are bad.
Cavs
is the Cavs. They're bad. The only thing, like, the Mavericks Nuggets game, bleh, no one cares.
Although odds just came back up for me on that one.
Denver's a -3.5,
really.
-164 money line. Over unders is 216.5.
I do believe that injury to Jokic. I think I saw that he was out for the year. I don't know if that's true. No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's not.
Wouldn't touch that
Twitter lied.
game. The only thing I would do in terms of basketball tonight, there's a basketball odds boost right now. The Clippers and Lakers to both win. They must play tonight. Obviously, that was a plus 200. It's now a plus 240. That's the only way I would touch that because the Trailblazers, other than Damian Lillard, aren't good, and
No,
the Cavs is the Cavs.
I have no faith in the Lakers, though. I don't. I mean, I guess it is just money line for both of them. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
I still wouldn't touch it though. Like, I'm not going to. I don't have enough interest in the NBA to even touch it.
I wanted to say this Pistons game was going to be one you might want to look at since it's the debut of Cade Cunningham.
I was say, is there any? Yeah, what do we have for the rest of this week? And
not
anything.
a lot. I mean, the 0-3 Pistons are minus 225 against the Magic. How bad must the Magic be?
I never mind then.
Pacers,
Nothing.
who cares? Hawks, Sixers, Jazz, and Bulls would be a good game, but Bulls kind of let me down last night, so I don't.
I just have no anything in the NBA to want to like.
Out of every, I had 3 same game parlays last night. 1 NBA and then 2 on the Thursday night football game. 3 same game parlays. 4 legs of those hit. 4 of them total out of like 12 or more.
Ouch.
Actually, it was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 4 out of 14 legs. Rough night for the SGPs.
Yeah. Moving on.
Oh, now I'm into I'm into the Christmas games again. I don't want anything to do with those. Yeah, I'm done with the NBA.
Moving on, we're gonna scroll through the NHL. All of the live games, meh. Like,
yeah, we got some blowouts. I mean, the Rangers up 4-0 on Columbus.
the Panthers and Red Wings just went into overtime. Meh.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh man, I might have a chance at winning some money tonight. That's my only bet for the night.
I have nothing tonight. Like the Panthers,
maybe.
like that's the money line on those because the spreads are gone, are locked off, and totals locked off. Well, obviously the total's gonna be at 5. So.
Right. I have Navy minus 11 tonight. Red Wings money line. Or no, sorry, not Red Wings. Braves money line and the Carolina Hurricanes, I believe, minus 1.5.
Well, unless something dumb happens.
Yeah, so it's I mean, I care about the Red Wings this game. I want them to win, but yeah, let's see here. Oh no, it's Braves plus 1.5. I did not take that money. Carolina was the money line pick, minus 200, and Navy plus. So
yeah,
we're in good shape right now.
Blue Jackets getting blown out. You can't even bet on that game. The Coyotes Capitals game is done, so you can't bet on that, obviously. Blowout in the
Ducks locked. Senators Stars sends up 2-0 on Dallas.
Not worth it. Moving on to some Saturday games. Let's see. Islanders Preds. Islanders are a minus 122. Just looking at anything that I would even touch tomorrow in terms of
Oilers puck line minus 1.5, 170 plus 176 against the Vancouver Canucks. That's a maybe.
Yeah, maybe. That's about it.
But other than that,
Not a lot of good games tomorrow.
Wild Avs.
I would maybe gotta check something first. Maybe. See something.
Not even any good money line dogs for anybody to take, really. I don't trust that the Wild are going to beat the Avs.
And I don't trust that the Canadians are going to beat the Kings.
No.
Like, both of those teams are equally bad. I would stay far away from that game.
Don't trust the Flyers to beat the Flames. And I definitely don't trust Vancouver.
So not a lot going on in the NHL this week.
No, I do kind of like. Hold on, let me get those odds again. Oilers -1.5 puck line at +176. Oilers are good. Canucks stink.
Let's say they did that. Yeah.
Head into a little footy, perhaps.
I can say something. I'll talk a little bit about it, but there's not a lot. Like the soccer odds boost on FanDuel, United City, Chelsea to all win, and English Premier League is now a +350. City plays Crystal Palace. City plays Crystal Palace. That's a win. United plays Tottenham, and whoever loses, the manager's going to get fired the next day.
More than likely.
I would stay away from that. Not a lot in the EPL. Like, you could probably throw City money line in just a dumb parlay. City money line, Chelsea money line, and then like the Liverpool money line over Brighton. You're still a minus, so it's not even actually worth it.
Yeah, no, screw that. Well, because I mean, like, Man City's -700.
Mohamed Salah, you don't even want to touch him as an anytime goal scorer because he's a -200 against Brighton.
-260 Chelsea versus Newcastle. Fuck, Panthers.
Anytime goal scorer for Chelsea, Lukaku's a -125 against Newcastle. Uselik's a +160. Let's check something here. I don't know. Premier League, I gotta see something.
Is that the only odds boost here? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's the only one.
Piercelik has 1 goal in 1 game, but I just... Yeah.
I mean...
Timo Werner is a +150 to score.
Fuck that.
Let's see.
I don't trust Timo Werner to do anything other than fuck. Like, Timo, I swear, every time I watch him, it's just, like, I don't think he does anything positive.
Ouch.
Like, I don't. That's why you went out and got Lukaku. Because Werner wasn't.
Manchester United, anytime goals for that game, anytime goal scorer, Harry Kane +115, Ronaldo +120. Edison Cavani a +170, Bruno Fernandes a +180, Mason Greenwood +200. Mason Greenwood, I wouldn't touch. Yeah. Only thing I would even go there, Harry Kane or Cristiano Ronaldo to score. Not really a lot going in the EPL. Let's move to Sunday.
The odds boost is okay, I suppose, but
I would stay away from. I'm gonna stay away from it, I guess. But yeah, it's not bad.
Man United and Tottenham seem destined for a draw. So.
Yeah. Sunday, Norwich Leeds, Aston Villa, West Ham.
Yes.
That's no.
No, thank you.
Let's see what we got going on in the MLS this weekend.
Oh, I didn't even look.
I still have that up. Let's see.
Really good.
New York City -120 over Miami. Okay, I don't hate that. You'd have to find something to throw it in with a parlay.
Put the money down on it to make it worth your while.
Atlanta United minus 240. Throw those together. You're at 159. I'm sure I can find something else. DC United over Columbus because the Columbus crew are not really great.
They ain't it.
Or you could throw money line New York Red Bulls over. Take DC United out. You're a plus 332. $5 wins you 16 plus your 5 back. Not terrible. Not great. If I were to do anything with the MLS on Saturday, I'd go there. Sunday's games or let's see. Minnesota United, KC, stay away from. Houston, Colorado, to really stay away from.
Why does FanDuel still have Montreal as the Montreal Impact?
Really?
Yeah. That's funny.
Huh, I didn't notice that.
Because there's CF Montreal now.
Yeah. Houston, Colorado, stay away from. Orlando City, Nashville, really stay away from. Philadelphia Union, FC Cincinnati, not worth it because you'd have to go Philly because FC Cincinnati is bad. Seattle, LA, I would. Seattle, LA, this is an interesting one.
I don't know.
Because Seattle is 12 points up on LA. I would honestly almost want to take the LA Galaxy here. That's a Monday night game though. Either go draw or LA LA Galaxy money line. That's about that. Moving on, what do we got next? College football. We got games tomorrow.
Yeah. We got NFL and college football to do.
Yep.
Alrighty. The game going on right now that I have to touch on because Navy just tied the game. Live spread, they are plus 5.5. I got them at plus 11, so I will take that. Navy, man, I'm telling you, they are the way. They are the pick.
I will never touch a Navy game.
Why?
I just won't.
They've been magic for me the last 2 weeks. I mean, they covered against Cincinnati. That was a lot of points. I don't even know why. I know Navy's not good, but they were 11-point dogs to Tulsa. Like
that one I don't get because Tulsa's not good either.
Yeah, they stink.
I've seen some Tulsa football and they're bad.
It's a tie game and Tulsa's still minus 340 money line. Oh, spread just went down again. 4.5. And Carolina Chicago is final. So I am in good shape right now.
Nice. Like I said, I have nothing going for today, which is 100% intentional.
So we'll touch on the Michigan State game here. Michigan minus 4.5, minus 210 money line.
I'm
MSU
not touching
plus
that.
168.
Not touching money line.
I'm not betting on this game because if Michigan loses, I don't want to lose twice in one day.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, I can't do it. Cannot do it.
I like that reasoning.
For other people, however, I don't know. MSU to cover's not a bad pick. I don't think.
If I were to touch this game at all, I would not go over under because the over under set at 50.5. I don't think either team can score that many to make it score enough to make it close to that.
Yeah, it might hit because this game it feels like it's always like 24-21 or something like that. So you're already close. So I don't know. A lot of running in this game though. So
The only thing I would touch in this game, and I unfortunately cannot, I don't know, I'm probably not going to. I don't know what I'm going to do for in terms of anything tomorrow. If I were to touch this game at all, it would be Michigan State spread. Michigan State to cover the spread.
yeah, yeah, it's kind of been my pick all week. I know I picked Michigan for our podcast picks, and I won't do that. I will, like I said, I will not be putting money on this game.
I believe I said
But
0-0 tie, even though I had to pick someone, and it was Michigan State.
yeah, yeah.
I would say 0-0 tie.
I would. The spread's not a bad bet because 4.5. This is a game that should be very close. So they're going to give you a field goal. Might as well take it. First half total 24.5.
Didn't you learn anything after last week?
I didn't bet the first half total. I bet the first half spread.
Oh yeah, you're right.
First half spread this week is Michigan minus 2.5.
Still not touching that.
Yeah, because Lord knows this game's going to be tied at halftime despite me.
It's going to be tied 0-0 at half.
I don't think so.
Tied 2-2.
I hope.
It's tied 2-2. I might just
safety.
Yeah.
Off
Both of botched punts.
Michigan total points. Total set at 27.5.
I would take the under there. And
I don't know. It's kind of tempting to take the over because 4 touchdowns are golden, but I don't know if they're going to sky. I feel like 21 is a very achievable number.
Yeah.
28 might not be.
I would probably take the under there. 22.5 for Michigan State. I would want to take the over.
Highest scoring quarter. Third quarter plus 470.
First and third are plus 470. Second quarter is a plus 180. Fourth quarter is a plus 270. A tie across all of them is a plus 550. Tie meaning we'd be going into overtime.
Or I think that's more for like a tie between quarters in terms of highest score.
That would probably be it too.
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Popular. Michigan State total points 22.5.
I would want to take the over there and the under on Michigan total points because.
So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. So Michigan's total is 27.5.
Yes.
Michigan State's is 22.5.
Yes.
More than this. I know it's only a half point. It's more than the spread. Very interesting. I mean, Michigan has been -5 at some points throughout the week. So that's interesting.
Huh. I didn't realize that. Moving on from that game because, well, I think the only way you touch that game is Michigan State spread. Iowa, Wisconsin, I probably will get involved in this one. Either Iowa money line or Iowa to cover the spread. Nah.
You're only going to give me 3.5 points in minus odds, so I might, if you're going to take them, you might as well just take Iowa money line.
Yeah.
I mean, in theory, oh Jesus Christ. This total, 36.5.
Oof. Like, this is a game I probably will get a little bit involved in just because Iowa or Wisconsin's bad, and I think Iowa's better.
This game is surrounded by totals of 50.5, 61.5, 60.5, and then you just have a 36.5 just floating around in there.
Yep.
Jesus.
Moving on, the Miami Hurricanes are a 9.5 point dog against Pittsburgh. God, don't touch this game. Miami's bad. Pittsburgh might be good, might be bad. I don't know.
I'm scrolling through looking for one thing.
In that game?
No.
Oh.
But I can't find it. Never mind. I'm in the wrong spot.
Moving on. Texas Baylor. Baylor's a 2.5 point favorite. If I were to touch this game, I would go Baylor to cover that spread and win by more than 2.5.
Liberty minus 50,000.
Don't touch that.
$10 bet will win you 2 cents. Dear Lord.
Cincinnati
Maybe
Tulane.
2 cents for it, I guess. I don't know about Tulane plus 26.
Yeah, 26 and a half. I would probably, if I were to get involved with this game, I'd say Tulane to cover the spread. I just haven't been.
But
I haven't been impressed with Cincinnati ever.
Me neither. But I don't have a reason for picking Tulane plus 26 and a half like I did with Navy plus 27 and a half.
Tulane's played good teams tough this year. They played Oklahoma really. I mean, Oklahoma on paper is a good team.
Oklahoma's kind of broken. But yeah, I don't think that wanted anything to do.
This is another. Moving on. This is a game that exists just because it has to. Iowa State just disappeared for. There we go. Iowa State is a 7.5 point favorite at West Virginia. Minus 300 money line. Over under set at 48.5.
Where is Oklahoma? Oklahoma.
Aren't they on a bye this week?
19.
Oh,
no, they play Texas Tech. They are minus 19 and a half. With how much Oklahoma has struggled, I feel like the smart pick is definitely Texas Tech.
Yep, I just saw that. West Virginia, I don't even know what to go with West Virginia, Iowa State. Iowa State's such a goofy team. West Virginia is not great. Moving on.
Florida State, Clemson.
Florida State to cover the 9.5 if you do anything. That's it. Moving on, a game I do like because we already talked Texas Tech, Oklahoma, and Purdue. We're skipping Purdue and Nebraska just because.
Purdue, they're not gonna Purdue this week, are they? They might.
I don't know.
Is it really a Purdue off a loss? I think it's you only Purdue when you off a win. And then
I will say,
something
funny enough, after tomorrow, Purdue and Nebraska are Ohio State's two upcoming opponents. So
Purdue might meet that same fate that so many teams have with the 50 burger. Nebraska, I don't know.
I would not be surprised.
Is that in Nebraska or is that a home game for Ohio State?
I believe it's a home game for Ohio State.
That kind of throws a wrench into things, but I don't know. They gave MSU a lot of trouble, so they gave Michigan a little bit less trouble.
Nope, it is actually a home game for Nebraska, which honestly could be even worse for Nebraska.
Have they announced a time for that yet?
Negative.
I didn't think because that's 2 weeks out still.
Yeah.
I don't know. If they made Michigan a night game, they might try and make Ohio State a night game too. Either that or get their beaten out of the way at noon. Who knows?
Moving on to a game that I do like, and we'll probably get some.
There's no midnight kickoffs this week. That is unfortunate.
To a game I do like and we'll get involved in.
Pac-12 after dark though.
Yep. Florida Gators are a 14.5 point dog against Georgia, plus 470 money line. Over under is set at 50.5. Ignore the money line and the over under because those are both dumb. And
what's the total?
50.5. They're not gonna hit. They're not even gonna touch that. Not even gonna touch that.
Probably not. But I mean, I know the Georgia defense is so good. But, I mean,
the Georgia offense is bad, though.
Yeah, Florida played Alabama really tough, so we'll see. I mean, I know they've been like total dumpster fire the last couple weeks, but
they're not gonna sniff that 50.5. So if you do anything, I'd go under. The thing I do like about this game, 14.5 for the Florida Gators. I take that spread. Take Florida to cover. I don't think they're going to win. I think that Georgia defense is just too good, as much as it hurts me to say that. You gotta take
14, 14 and a half does seem like a lot. I don't know because Florida is so inconsistent. I can't
This
trust
is
them to do anything.
this is gonna be a game that was just like the Clemson game, where it's gonna be like 10-3. That Florida offense isn't great. That Georgia offense is not good. I could see this is gonna be a very low scoring, closer affair, even though Georgia will probably be in control the entire time. Just not far enough to fully say to take them to cover 14 and a half.
This might be the last game I want to touch on. Actually, there's two because these are two absurd totals. Duke and Wake Forest, the total is 70 and a half. I know Wake Forest did score 70 on their own last week, right, against Army?
Yeah. 70-something to 56.
It's tricky, but I feel like the under is a thing. Because they're not gonna do that again.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
A game that I will not touch whatsoever with an absurd total. 73 and a half. Charlotte and Western Kentucky.
Who and
why? Charlotte and the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers.
Wow. One more game that I want to touch on. Side note, that Ohio State Penn State spread's gotten bigger. Oof. Ouch.
Gotta find it.
It's 19 and a half now. This is according to FanDuel.
Yeah. I'm amazed the Michigan State spread didn't get smaller. I thought it was gonna be like 2.5 or fucking even as close as a pick'em almost.
One that I do like, you can either go spread. I'm gonna go money line on this one. Ole Miss is a 2.5 point dog to Auburn.
Really?
The
hell?
I would touch money.
I like Ole Miss money line.
Yeah, I'd go Ole Miss on Ole Miss money line, and that's your NFL games for the week, or that your decent NCAA games for the week. Moving on to Sunday, I'm starting off with a game that's not good.
Bills minus 14 seems to be the play. Miami is in complete disarray.
Yeah, Miami is lost right now. I'm not touching this game with a 75-foot pole.
Josh Allen, 285 and a half passing yards. I don't know.
Not touching this game in any form with a 75-foot. Oh, with a 48.5-foot pole there, because 48.5 is the over/under. Is the total.
Anytime TD score.
It's not worth it. Nothing is.
Stephon Diggs in a parlay minus 125 to score a touchdown. That's not bad, but
not worth it.
Other than that, I can't do it.
We're gonna skip over Panthers Falcons because that game is not worth it.
Well, hold on. Let me see. I just want to look at anytime touchdown scores. No, there's not much here. I mean, DJ Moore maybe, Kyle Pitts maybe.
I just don't think it's worth it. No, that's gonna be a game that's so bad. Both of these games.
I think the Falcons minus 3 is a good pick.
Like, these are both of these first two games we've talked about are just gonna be games so fucking bad that no, just stay away from them. They're that bad.
I mean, this next one is bad too, but
I'm gonna. I know you probably want to save this one for your lock, so yeah. I'm not gonna say much.
Yeah, Lions are involved in my lock.
This
Lions
one
and Eagles is involved in the lock.
I would take the only thing I would do with this game is Detroit money line.
Yep.
At plus 166. Like, anytime touchdown scorers, get that away from me. Just go away. The only thing I would even touch would be TJ Hawkinson. Other than that, get that the fuck away from me. Bad game, not worth it. Other than Detroit money line.
I don't trust Goff to get Hawkinson the ball. Like, I don't trust Goff. I mean, DeAndre Swift minus 130 is not bad, but
not.
Even Jamal. amazed that Jamal Williams is in this is minus 130 as well. I feel like Swift have
Like this is
should have better odds to
this is
score.
just another game that, other than Detroit money line, this game is just so fucking bad that don't
I don't
touch
even
it.
I don't even know who Kenneth Gainwell is.
No clue.
Yeah,
A game that is gonna be very good,
I think so.
and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, if I can force myself to get involved with this one. The Titans Colts.
Jonathan Taylor has better odds to score a touchdown than Derrick Henry.
Probably after that, Derrick Henry.
The Derrick Henry touchdown pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only way
I mean, Henry. I mean, throws it. He runs it. It's got to be the MVP now, right?
he can catch it.
You speaking of that, I want to find season regular
Here's
season MVP. Oh, Henry's not even. Holy shit, he's nowhere around the top. Derrick Henry is plus 2,300 to win the MVP.
that's a joke.
That is worth a little sprinkle, I think.
I
mean, I know it's mainly a quarterback award, but who is more important to their team right now than Derrick Henry? They have a comeback player of the year. Dak Prescott minus 300. That's the one I was looking for, is Dak.
Yeah.
But
so this Titans Colts game, really the only thing I would 100% go on is, and it's not going to win you a lot because it's only a plus 141. Jonathan Taylor and Derrick Henry anytime touchdown scorers. You could.
I mean, that feels like a lock, though.
Yeah, that could be a lock, or you could take just their anytime touchdown score. Jonathan Taylor to score 2+, Derrick Henry to score 2+. I mean, that's a bigger one because both Jonathan Taylor, if you go that individual, Jonathan Taylor is a plus 290. Derrick Henry is a plus 360. Parlay them together, it's a plus 1492. Those are the only two things that I think are really good in that game. You could go Titans money line, but that's only a plus 131. The spread is an even 3.
Wait, the Colts are the what?
Yep.
Colts are favored?
It's hard to win on the road.
I mean, it is, but it's also the Titans. Derrick Henry.
Rams Texans, don't touch this game. It's bad. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, I know Detroit covered against the Rams last week, but they have flashes of life. The Texans do not. They have scored eight points the last 3 weeks.
This game isn't worth it.
So I guess the bet is Rams minus 15.5. I know that's a big number to cover, but the Texans stink. They are brutally bad.
No, like I said, just not worth it.
Let me see if there's some anytime TD scores that are any good. Cooper Kupp minus 190. Robert Woods plus 100.
Nothing really worth it. I mean, throw him in a parlay just to get something else in there, but other than that,
right?
Not this. I've said it 3 times today. The first 4 times. This is gonna be a game that's just so bad that it's worth staying away from.
We'll see. Oh, forgot fucking AEW Rampage might have Bray Wyatt tonight.
Oh yeah, I saw your tweet about that.
Might. But it's a bit really quickly. I know this isn't betting stuff, but Bray Wyatt had his 90-day non-compete ended today. The problem is Rampage is taped after Dynamite on Wednesday. So I don't know how. There's no way they kept that under lock. So I don't know how that's going. Maybe he was just counting down the days until he could go somewhere else. I was hoping he would just show up back on SmackDown. That would be lovely.
I'm assuming he
But anyway,
didn't.
he as far as I know, no, I only watched like the first hour before we got on here.
Bengals Jets, I will talk about in a little bit, but other than what I'm going to talk about with my lock, not worth it because the Bengals don't run the ball enough for Joe Mixon to be really guaranteed a touchdown.
Yeah,
And
what are his odds for touchdown score?
a minus
Minus
105,
105.
but he
I,
doesn't run the ball.
Can I
The
bet
Bengals
on-
don't run the ball enough. Like,
can I bet on a player not to score a touchdown? Because I'd probably bet on Joe Mixon. I do like Bengals minus 1.5 or 11.5 though. The Jets are putrid.
yeah, like you could go there, but
and I mean, who knows who's starting for the Jets, right? Like
probably Joe Flacco.
But he just got there. I know he was there a year ago. This is 2 hours ago. Joe Flacco believes he'll be ready to play for the Jets relatively quickly. So I don't know if he's playing this weekend.
Moving on.
I think I see myself playing here at some point in the next couple weeks. So I don't think it's Flacco.
I don't think with how bad that Jets team is, Joe Flacco's not going to make a difference. Like, it's not.
I mean, Joe Flacco, as crazy as this is going to sound right now, is probably better than Zach Wilson. So maybe he'll give. I mean, Zach Wilson has been. So maybe he helps. But, I mean, it is still the goddamn Jets.
Yep.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I do like Bengals minus 11.5.
Not yeah, that's the only other way you could go with it. Like, money line's not worth it.
No.
Steelers, Browns, I wouldn't touch anything involving the results of the game. I would go probably Nick Chubb and Najee Harris to both score touchdowns. Because, well, Case Keenum
Pittsburgh has to run the ball more though.
Yeah.
They really do.
Apparently
Deontay John so Chubb is back then, I guess, if he's got odds.
Apparently Baker Mayfield's Go ahead, finish.
Deontay Johnson, who had a big game on that Thursday night game, over 100 yards. I would assume he's the second stringer now.
Yeah.
To Nick Chubb is plus 165.
Apparently, according to FanDuel, Baker Mayfield has odds to score a rushing touchdown or receiving touchdown. But
do believe he is going to play. I don't think he should.
I'd say he's at plus 460. I still wouldn't touch that. Give me Nick Chubb, Najee Harris. That's the only thing.
The Browns need this game bad. Both teams need this game really bad. So I understand why he's in there, but I don't think it. From the sounds of it, it does not sound like Baker is ready whatsoever. So
the next two games,
Jesus, I want nothing to do with them. Niners, Bears.
Niners, none. Stay away from. Jacksonville, Seattle, stay away from.
I mean, I did on the podcast. I did pick Bears plus 3.5. I just think that Justin Fields has to he's due for a good game because I don't think he's bad by any means. You know, NFL might be a little bit faster than he thought, given his first impressions in the preseason. It's not as fast as I thought it would be. Yeah, it's been pretty fast for him here as of late. But, yeah, and I mean, with the Niners as banged up as they are, no Kittle, Jimmy G has been pants. No, I don't trust the Niners. I don't trust the Bears either. But this seems like a Bears win to me.
Yeah.
Jags Seahawks, I want nothing. No.
Yeah, both of those games, stay away from. Not worth it. Patriots Chargers,
Chargers minus 4. I think that's gonna be the one there. I would even go as far to say,
I would stay away from
Wait.
this game for the most part. Like,
I'm scrolling through alternate spreads right now.
okay, like
Um,
I don't like anything.
6. Oh wait, no, not Patriots. Chargers -6.5. I think is a good one for me. +115.
Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be bad.
Because I don't think the Patriots have 3 wins on the year, and 2 of them are against the Jets. So they are, and I mean, I know they won big last week, but like I said, it's the Jets. So I cannot have any faith in Mac Jones and like that check down offense that they're
Yeah.
running.
Passing yards, rushing
Mac can't.
yards, I don't got. I have nothing. Touchdown scores, nothing. Like nuts.
Player passing yards, Mac Jones. I would go the under on Mac Jones passing yards, 242.5. I don't see it happening.
There are okay. Moving on to Washington, Denver. There's a couple I like in this one.
Yep.
I like Washington money line. I like Terry McLaurin scoring a touchdown.
Also, yes.
Melvin Gordon scoring
And
one.
Terry McLaurin to score a touchdown, by the way, is +150. So
yeah,
that's a good one for me.
Melvin Gordon scoring a touchdown at +130 isn't bad. Like both of these defenses are putrid, so I think touchdowns will be scored. I think player passing yards stay away from. Like in theory, both quarterbacks should you're an NFL quarterback. Both of them should get over 240. Teddy Bridgewater's at total is at 249.5. Taylor Heineke's is at 240. In theory, because you're an NFL quarterback, you should easily clear those numbers. But
Navy has taken the lead on Tulsa with a touchdown at the 11:32 mark of the fourth.
So yeah, the only things I like 100% like Washington money line, Melvin Gordon touchdown, Terry McLaurin touchdown. That's it.
With how I'm not gonna do this by any means. The only player I think of to score 2 touchdowns in this game is Melvin Gordon, but I have zero faith in that happening.
Yeah.
So that's a tough one. I do have opinions on results of this game, but they are involved in my locks, so I will save them.
Tampa, New Orleans. Really?
Spread is not big.
I would take Tampa spread. That's it.
Yeah, -4.5 for Tampa. Last year, I wouldn't do this with Drew Brees there. This year, and how the Saints looked against the Seahawks was awful. Like really, really bad. So I have zero faith in that they're going to cover. And if you can get Tampa at a relatively low number, and this is a low number for them, I would take it. I know Philly backdoor covered me when they played the Bucs a couple weeks back. I do not see that happening this time.
Couple anytime touchdown scorers that I like. Alvin Kamara. Actually, we don't even say him anytime touchdown. I think scored 2+ touchdowns. Alvin Kamara there.
I get freaked out with the 2 touchdowns in a game. I have to sweat out one enough more often than not, so I'm kind of off on those right now.
Rob Gronkowski to score a touchdown. I like.
Actually betting. Yeah, I do too. I actually picked him up on my fantasy team this week. I could not believe when I saw him on waivers. Especially since he just appeared there in my league. Like it's been fairly known the last couple days, and it sounds like Gronk is playing this week or the week after at the very latest. Like, why are you cutting him? A little bit of fantasy mixed in here on the backdoor cover. But yeah, Gronk to score a touchdown +200 is a good one. Even though I'm sure he won't be featured a lot let's be honest here. Coming off an injury.
He's Tom Brady's red
But-
zone guy.
Him and Tom, man, that's just what happens with them. So, and I mean, it would be the most Gronk thing ever to come back and score touchdowns.
Moving on to a game I want nothing to do with, so I'm not even going to talk about it. This is a game that shouldn't be fucking played.
I would, if we're on the right game, right? If Dallas, Minnesota.
Minnesota, I want nothing to do with this game, so nothing.
I would want something to do with it if I knew more about Dak. If I knew Dak was playing, like, it's potentially worth, given that we don't know yet. And I mean, there isn't a reason for Dak to play. Like, the Dallas Cowboys have this division on lock no matter what. Like, get healthy. So if he's not ready to go, you should not by any means play him. But it's hard to say. We'll see. I would right now, even still, I think Dallas +3 is just insane. I can't believe that's a thing. Let me get some updates on Dak Prescott. See if we can gauge a feel for what's happening.
Like I said, this game, whether or not Dak Prescott plays, this game's gonna be bad. It's not worth it. Dak says he wants to play.
Yeah, wants to play, but it's not his decision. And he was sore after ramping up his activity in practice. So,
like, this is a game I wouldn't touch. It's not worth it.
It's worth. I mean, a tiny little bit. Lost all the. Come on, I gotta find the game again. There we go. Dallas money line +132. You're not gonna see Dallas, I don't think, at plus odds much this season.
Yeah, I'd say that. Okay, so that would be like the only thing, and I still don't even like. I don't want to touch it.
I like it right now, banking on the fact that I think Dak will play. Because if he plays, I don't think Minnesota wins, nor does that spread like that spread's irrelevant. I think Dallas wins no matter what. But I mean, if Dak plays, I mean, take a fucking alternate spread. Actually, before we move on, let me find those really quick. Dallas, not as good at odds as I was hoping for. Dallas -6.5 is +290. So I don't know.
And like I said,
that's a Sunday night game.
Not worth touching. Me.
I don't understand why Monday Night Football is what it is. Like, how do you not throw like Bucks Saints in there? Like,
because every team has to have a primetime game this year.
Is that a thing? Is that
I
a
believe
new thing?
so. I believe I saw somewhere saying that it is. I could be wrong. Could just be some rumor that someone was saying to try and explain some of these awful primetime games.
I mean, shit, the Lions had one. That's not good though. They had the Packers on Monday night.
Oh yeah. Giants, Chiefs to cover because the Giants are terrible.
Yes, but
like there's no but here. I don't think.
No
Saquon Barkley.
I am just even with the odds completely stacked against the New York Football Giants, I always get nervous picking the Chiefs to cover.
It's not like
this game. I mean, same with the game with the Eagles. Like, that was right. That was the first game they covered in a very long time, and I was on that, and I saw that one happening, and I do see it happening here. It just makes me nervous, man. I mean, especially after what they did last week. I mean, I know they need a big bounce back game. Patrick Mahomes banged up. I know I think he's still questionable, but I mean, he should play. He was in the concussion protocol. Already cleared that. So,
this game, like, I'm not gonna get involved with this game just because I don't want to actually watch this game.
I mean, let's be honest, we will. Monday Night Manning.
I will, just because Monday Night Manning, but I don't want to watch this game, so I'm not gonna really get involved. Like,
I do like getting in some action on the primetime games. I think it's more fun.
like this game.
I think so.
Like, the Giants don't have Saquon Barkley. This game is 100% obvious. The Chiefs should run away with this one. They will. Couple touchdown scorers. If you would have to parlay these together to make it worth it. Tyreek Hill, maybe. Travis Kelce, maybe. Yeah.
God, I don't know. Who the hell's there? Is this Darrell Williams, the halfback? Is that who that is?
Maybe.
Let me fire up the Google machine.
McCole Hardman, I don't hate. Devontae Booker, Evan Ingram, Sterling Shepard, no.
Williams is the running back for the Chiefs with Clyde Edwards-Helaire out.
Yeah. Josh Gordon might not be the end of the world. I know Tyreek Hill's still a touch banged up, and I don't know how much he's going to play, especially once we get...
Plus 500, eh?
I don't hate it. I don't
even hate Patrick Mahomes plus 220.
Yeah.
Little goal line, little scramble.
Anything involving the Giants to score other than on a run, I don't let on a actual halfback run. I don't trust Daniel Jones to throw the ball well enough, even with how just below average this Chiefs defense is. Like, fuck. This Chiefs defense / special teams is not great, and they're a plus 360 to score a touchdown. The Giants defense is a plus 500. Like,
whoops, I just closed FanDuel. But there's a reason, like, all of the anytime touchdown scorers, before you open it up, like the top 7 are Chiefs, except one.
Except Devontae Booker, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
I don't like the Giants to even score touchdowns in this, other than maybe Devontae Booker, who I believe is their running back right now.
He is, yes. I do, because that Chiefs defense stinks.
I don't care. Like, Daniel Jones is not good.
No, but they did score 25 last week. I know the Panthers are awful, but they're hot ass. But
all that needs to be said about apparently what Vegas thinks about the Giants or the Kansas City defense over the Giants offense. The Kansas City defense and special teams is predicted to score more than some players. Here are some players. Hang on a second, notification from FanDuel. Kyle Rudolph, plus 450. Elijah Penny, plus 600. Noah Gray, plus 1,000. Marcus Kemp.
I like the over for Daniel Jones passing yards. I really do.
What's that one at?
245 and a half.
I don't hate that. That would be worth it.
Chiefs, like I said, Chiefs defense is terrible, but passing is really what hurts them. And no Saquon Barkley. It's kind of like the opposite of what we did with Aaron Jones. Like, Packers were banged up with their receivers. You figured they'd run the ball. Run A.J. Dillon a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah.
So
I think it also
this has a very similar feel, and I'd probably get burned by it. But over 245. Like you said before, you're an NFL quarterback. You're facing a terrible Chiefs passing defense, terrible Chiefs secondary outside of Tyrann Mathieu.
I think all that needs to be said about what Vegas thinks of the Giants offense and Daniel Jones in terms of throwing, though, his over-under for passing touchdowns is 1.5. Like,
why?
I have zero confidence in Daniel Jones to do anything. I
think he'll pass for yards. I don't have any faith in the touchdowns.
So that's really it for games.
That is it for games. We're into the locks now, aren't we?
Yes, we are. Your locks are on the screen below us, and we switch sides.
Yeah, I goofed up. I forgot that while making the graphics, I forgot that this isn't the podcast, and we're on opposite sides. That was not. I forgot I did that. I don't even know why I did.
I saw it and I kind of laughed.
I did. and I did.
Just in terms of going left to right, I will talk about my lock first, and then you can take yours if that works for you.
That works for me.
My lock, I went with self-hate. Because I'm probably going to end up watching this game somehow or listening to it somehow on Sunday while I'm at work, much as I probably shouldn't. I have in a same game parlay Jamar Chase to score a touchdown and CJ Uzama to score a touchdown. Those are your leading touchdown reception leaders for the Cincinnati Bengals.
It's the Jets,
and they're playing the Jets. Here's some more, like, the odds on this, by the way, are plus 610. I've said it. I don't necessarily believe the Bengals are great. The Jets are just terrible. The Bengals don't run the ball at all, so like Joe Mixon's a minus 105, but you could pretty much throw that out. Like
you might run the ball against the Jets. Why not?
I hope so.
That would require Zach Taylor to actually call running plays.
Zach Taylor doesn't like running the football. Like I hope they run, but they probably won't. Give me Jamar Chase and CJ Uzama anytime touchdown scores against the New York Football Jets. They're terrible. Everything about the Jets is terrible. Joe Burrow can throw the ball. CJ Uzama catches a lot and scores touchdowns. He's a tight end, but they use him as a wide receiver because, well, they don't block. They don't run. So, and then Jamar Chase apparently remembered how to play football once we entered the regular season.
He sure did. And before we get in, offensive rookie of the year, Jamar Chase is currently the top in terms of odds at plus 100.
Before you parlay these together, by the way, I want to throw this in there. Jamar Chase is a minus 110 to score. CJ Uzama is a plus 210. T. Higgins is a plus 145. Tyler Boyd's a plus 170. They just don't score a lot of touchdowns, though. Or at least haven't. I know.
This is a good week. I think I really am fairly confident that we both get our first lock of the week win.
Yeah.
This week.
Go ahead and take yours, though.
Yeah, I like Jamar Chase and Uzama to score a touchdown a lot.
Yeah, I like yours. We haven't even talked about yours yet.
Might even back yours. And I know we did this in the picks as well with the games that I'll get into. But yeah, I'm definitely might back yours a little bit.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up getting in on yours.
Bengals are probably fucking gonna put up 40 on the Jets. So
yeah.
If
they did it against the Ravens, God better do it against the Jets.
Right. If this turns into like an 18-6 kind of game that the Bengals just win, but not very convincingly, then I'm wrong on the Bengals. But my lock of the week is Detroit Lions money line. That is plus 166, parlayed with the football team plus 152.
I like this a lot.
And I'll get into my reasoning why. I did a little bit on the podcast, but we'll get into it again. Parlay those two together, it's plus 570. Let's throw in a random amount here. $10 wins you 57.03. Like it a lot.
Is it plus 570?
It was plus 570 now.
Oh, now it is now. Okay. I was looking at the graphic. I was like,
Yeah, I have it. I have the odds up live. What were they? What were they before?
560.
Okay, so hey, even better odds. Lions want to win bad. Like, they know they're not winning a lot of games this year. But I think that this is the best opportunity they will have all year to get that first win and avoid 0-17. Dan Campbell pulled out all the stops on the LA Rams and led early and also led in the third quarter against one of the best teams in the NFC, the LA Rams. I think Detroit is really playing for their head coach right now. Um, and you got a prime opportunity to get in there and get your first win. And I really want to see Dan Campbell get his first win.
And the
For
Eagles are
football
just
team,
bad.
the Eagles are really bad. Nick Sirianni is a goddamn joke. He really is. Like, I have you seen the Sirianni stuff with Ty Schmidt on the Pat McAfee show?
No. And I don't know if I want to.
It is absolutely hilarious. He does this ridiculous and accurate impersonation of him, and it's fucking fantastic. Dan Campbell is also a goof, but he is a goof that really motivates these players, and I think the players really want to win for him, and you got a prime opportunity to do so. Lions, if I'm more sure about any one of these two picks, it's Lions, money line plus 166. The other one, football team. Sole reason, it's Denver. Denver had their 3-0 start against the worst teams in the league. Jets, Jags, Texans. And then have lost four straight since.
Yeah.
Washington is kind of sneaky on you. Like, I know they've lost a lot of games. They're 2-5, but Washington to me is the pick here. I just see, it's this why I went money line and not alternate spread. I really thought about it,
And
like a -3 or -2.5 or something. Washington football team spread. Really thought about that.
and the big thing, like Von Miller's out.
Really,
Or at least he's still questionable, but I don't think Von Miller's going to play. So
while you're doing so really quickly, let me see. So plus 570 is those two teams straight money line. Alternate spread. Let's go WFT -2.5. That boosts your odds up to plus 631. So that one I like. And then also we'll go to Detroit Lions. I'm not changing my lock, by the way. It is still those two money line. But let's see. Alternate spread. Navy's gonna beat Tulsa. That's good news. Detroit Lions -2.5 is plus 190. Bumps your odds up to plus 697. So yeah, I'm very confident in these two teams winning this weekend. Denver stinks and the Eagles stink. The Lions also stink, but the Lions are a much more motivated football team and have shown a lot more, I think, than the Eagles, believe it or not.
So I like these picks.
With less talent.
I like these picks. I'll tell you why I like yours. I'll say why I like yours real quick.
And this is actually rare, by the way. Usually when we send each other our locks or something, the reaction is, "Oh God."
Yeah, both of us like each other's locks this week. I didn't really like yours last week just because you threw that CFL game in.
I was confident it was a lot of points.
Like, had it not been for I would have went with your lock if it wasn't for the CFL team, because I don't know enough about the CFL. Like,
and neither do I. But
that's the only reason. I know their football up in Canada, they do score a lot of points. That's about all I know. Anytime I see some CFL highlight, there's always a shit ton of points.
Apparently, the Ottawa Red Blacks do not.
Yeah. I like yours a lot. When you first sent me yours, or saying that yours was gonna be a trip, I was like, oh good God. Then I saw it and the Lions had to pull out they literally took the playbook and Dan Campbell just threw it like a frisbee.
He's already been an aggressive head coach in this first year, and I love every bit of it. You have a team that doesn't have a lot of talent, throw the playbook at them.
He he didn't just pull all the stops out. He pulled all the stops out and then frisbeed the playbook and tried hitting fucking Sean McVay in the face with it.
Like
I'm
it's just he goes for it on 4th down in situations that don't make sense.
I don't agree with everything he's doing, what he did, but he's trying to win, and he's not going to have to do that against the Eagles because the Eagles are terrible.
And those things, and everything he did worked, and it's just not enough because his team isn't there.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to have to just pull everything out of the playbook. I mean, there's nothing is now hidden in that playbook. First off,
I'm sure there is. MCDC has more tricks up his sleeve.
I don't have I think Dan Campbell's a good coach. I don't have as much faith in him as you do, just because this team's not. But I don't. I think he's ran out of everything.
I don't think he's ran out of everything. I really don't. He waited until the game with the Rams to pull out the fake punts and the onside kicks and everything. I don't think that he did. I think he's got some other stuff saved up for some teams later in the schedule that are clearly better than us.
I just don't think there's not a whole lot, because all of this stuff was practiced before the season. You get into season,
you would think, yes.
You can't really practice a lot more. You can't start adding a lot in. And so I just don't know if he has a whole lot left in the playbook that's hidden. But again, he's not going to have to pull out all of the stops against the Eagles. The Eagles are bad. Washington.
No, hold on. And yeah, and going to Washington,
Denver's just not.
They are a better team than the Denver Broncos. And
yes.
And Von Miller being out really hurts Denver. He's not the prime Von Miller when he was the best defensive player in the league anymore, but he's still a difference maker every single time, every single game for the Denver Broncos. And missing him, essentially the leader of your defense, that hurts a lot. And Washington, I mean, I know they lost, and I know they lost by more than a score, but Washington played very good against, for what they are, against the Green Bay Packers.
They've played good against the Chargers. They've played
just knocked off the last undefeated team in the NFL.
I just think the Broncos are bad. And it's not.
And for Taylor Heineke, I don't have this crazy faith in him, but I think he's very solid.
Yes.
He is very solid, and he can play in the NFL, and he can win you some games. Long-term solution for the Washington football team? No, he is not. But
the thing that changes
he is a kind of, when I say discount Baker Mayfield in just terms of game manager, it's almost doing Taylor Heineke a bit of a disservice. He just does the right things, and he makes some good plays. Very, very good stuff. I really like Taylor Heineke for what he is. Not as anything long term for the WFT, but for right now, for what he is, he can go out there and keep you in some games.
And the biggest
potentially
thing,
win you some games.
Biggest thing, that Washington defense is probably just off of Chase Young and then Landon Collins. This could be rough for Teddy Bridgewater and that Denver.
Yeah, and I hate it because I like Teddy, but it's the rest of the team. It's the rest of the Denver Broncos. Teddy's a very solid player. Solid used loosely, but he's a player that belongs in the NFL.
Yes.
And I don't know. I was kind of on the Broncos bandwagon early, but then once the trends really started to set in, and you saw like they're just beating up on some bad, and they were even really beating up on some bad teams. They were winning by like 10, which against the Jags, Jets, and Texans, you should be beating them by more if you're good. So
I think the Jags are a little bit better than what everyone gives them credit for. They're still bad, but the Jags play teams tough.
The Jags are the best of those three teams.
Yes.
The Texans are lifeless. The Jets were lifeless already, and now they've lost Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
So
right there,
Jags are very much the best of those three shit teams, and I think the Lions are better than all of them. So, not even talent wise, just with what they do and how they play. Like okay, so those teams who've gone out and gotten wins. Okay, like Lions are the only winless team in the NFL.
Yep.
But Lions played the Ravens really tough, and it took the longest field goal in NFL history to beat them. Played the Rams tough. Came back from the dead against the 49ers when they were actually playing well with Kittle. Lions could easily have won 3 games this year. Just didn't happen.
I think out of the 4 worst teams, being the Lions, Jets, Jags, and Texans, I think only one of those 2 teams could beat the Lions. I think the Lions would beat both the Jets and Texans. I think
Jags might, because
Jared Goff just isn't it. Like
Jared Goff is not it, and the upside is dead for Jared Goff. It's just and the timing for the Lions is worse. I don't want to get in too deep with this because this isn't the show for it, but of course we are in need of a quarterback heading into a draft class with not a lot of
one quarterback that's worth it.
And it sure as hell isn't Malik Willis.
So that is the show for the week. Real quick, just to actually before we go anywhere, I've already pretty much mentioned all the odds boosts. Soccer odds boost.
Let's run through those really quick.
Soccer odds boost. Man United, Man City, Chelsea all win on set tomorrow. Plus 350 went from plus 260. I don't hate it, but I don't like it, so I'm not gonna touch that one. Both Michigan and Iowa to win tomorrow goes from plus 250 to 320. Meh. I think both of them could win. I'm not gonna touch it though. UFC odds boost. Khamzat Chimaev to win in round 1 versus Li Jing Liang, I think is that how that's pronounced. I don't know. That's a plus 240. I don't know anything about those. And then
I'm cycling through some other books to see if there's any decent odds boost, but so far I haven't found anything.
Jan Blachowicz to win a TKO or knockout over Glover Teixeira plus 130 now. UFC odds boosts just aren't. And then NASCAR odd boost, Kyle Larson to finish top 3 is a plus 200 over instead of or up from a plus 145.
Really like that.
I don't hate that one. If I were to
short tracks are not Kyle Larson's thing, but Hendricks giving fucking Larson everything he's got. So
that's if I were to touch anything NASCAR, that'd be it. That's it. That's the show. Unless Jordan found anything.
Hold on. I'm just gonna run through the DraftKings odds boost really quickly. Do not like this one. Michigan to defeat Michigan State by 10 plus points. That is plus 200. Don't like that. Hope that's the case, but don't like it. UFC boost. I know nothing about any of that. And actually, one last note, and I have to go back and see what odds you're getting in FanDuel straight up because we already touched on this, but this is boosted.
What am I looking at?
Back to Nest. No, I'll get it.
Let's say because I already have FanDuel open.
Where was it? Tyler Reddick to finish top 10 in FanDuel was minus 105. Tyler Reddick to finish top 10 on DraftKings is boosted. Actually, it was plus 100 over here, and instead of minus, and it's boosted to plus 170. I really like that. Really like that. And really quickly, I'm gonna go into PointsBet to see if there's anything good here. Booster odds. Most solid to score the first goal and Liverpool to win plus 225 against Brighton and Hove. Don't hate that.
Don't hate it, but I'm not gonna. I would. I mean, I don't use PointsBet anyway, but I don't hate that.
Michigan and Michigan State, a lead change to occur in the final 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. That is plus 300. I hope that's not the case because I don't want to. I don't want that, but that's not bad. Manchester United, Notre Dame, and the Dallas Cowboys all to win plus 558.
I wouldn't touch that because, like you said, this could just be a game between two teams that they don't have anything figured out in the Manchester United Tottenham game. They could just end in a draw because they don't have anything figured out.
Right. Don't like this one. Ole Miss at Auburn. Auburn to lead at halftime and win. I like Ole Miss in that one. And Dallas and Minnesota Vikings boost Kirk Cousins to throw for 300 yards and Vikings to win. Do not like that.
Don't like that. Well, that's the show.
It sure is. It sure is. I love this show. I'm glad we're doing it.
Yeah, I am too. I like this show's fun. We will have this up on audio probably shortly just because of how quick it gets up on audio. Since it's only, we're going to be about an hour 40 today.
Jesus Christ. Well, has that been that long?
Yep.
Dear Lord.
Hour 38 minutes.
One last little update. Braves still up 1-0, bottom 6 in Game 3 of the World Series. Looking good. Might actually win a bet today.
So yeah, that's it. We will see you guys next week. Jordan, any last little notes?
Fuck Dan Snyder.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed.
And go blue. Go blue tomorrow.
That's it. So, with that being said, everybody, thank you for making us part of your day. However you may be watching or listening, wherever you may be watching or listening from. Peace out and stay classy, everyone. See ya.
Bang. Least enthusiastic.